Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with another Thursday study session. Hope you guys liked the video, and let's get started.
Got jobless claims.
Oh, hold up. Damn, Snapchat went stupid today. Looking at the weekly chart on Snap, it looks like it's trying to bottom out. Maybe it's something to watch. If Meta stays strong, Snap can stay strong too. It's been trading in this tight range. February for 2 months.
I like to set up on Abby.
Would you say puts?
Yeah. But it's either way. It still
Oh,
looks like that long ass candle, but it's sitting on the verge of breaking down.
hold on. Why did it drop? Why did it drop $10 the other day? What the hell?
Last Thursday, I don't know.
Had to be news. Imagine catching 10 on Avi. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Apple had that good news out of nowhere about that MacBook, and it went crazy.
Yeah, sometimes you can just see something squeezing. That's what's cool about being able to identify, like, yeah, this is a squeeze. It's just going to keep going. And, like, that's what Apple looked like today. It's crazy. You just literally buy a car anytime and you just make money. Like, Apple went stupid. Even when I was started talking about it at, like, 12:30, it went, like, another $3. So, that's a wild day. Kind of looked like a short squeeze, like, I don't know. Nobody was expecting it. They all been bearish on Apple, but if you look at the chart, it had a false breakdown yesterday below that 168 level. It's still holding support. So the fact that it did have a strong day, you can't be surprised when something like holds and holds. You're gonna get that breakout. That was wild though. The Qs went crazy today. It never fails. Like almost every red day gets bought up the next day. That's been the trend. So that's why when we do play puts, or whoever does, you probably want to secure the bag unless it's like a 2-3 week swing. But if it's short term, that's why I'm always securing my profits. Because we open down that support on the daily chart, and obviously we rip right back up. We're trading in this like big box. But yeah. 2 weeks ago, we had no volume. Market was moving sideways, but as I'm sure y'all noticed, the past 2 weeks, we've been able to identify good setups, and they've been doing what they're supposed to do. That's what I call it. The volume is back. You could just see the stocks. The bullish ones, they're just going. Bearish ones are dropping. So I've hit some really nice plays the past 2 weeks. I got clapped on a few runners. I got clapped on McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and AMD puts that I swung from yesterday. But other than that, the beginning of this week and midweek was really good. I didn't do too much on Monday, but I called SoFi, Rivian calls for a swing into Tuesday, and SoFi ripped. Rivian was like 35-40%. Yesterday was crazy. Roblox, it gapped up even with the market like gapping down. It's hard. I was like so glad it stayed up, but they had really good news. That was like 300%. If the market didn't gap down, we talking 600-700%. So I don't know if y'all got in that, but I posted it. I'm going into the 40 calls. So Roblox was crazy. I got in Datadog and IWM puts. I kind of posted it in the chat. I didn't really want to call it because it wasn't really realistic, but those 200 puts on the IWM hit, 6 strikes out the money to add the money, so that was dope. Baba, I was just following the momentum on that. The Chinese stocks were looking good, and we happened to get news. Jack Ma's the CEO or the ex-CEO of Alibaba, and I guess he sent an email to everybody, and they all got happy. But that's a nice little news play. But yeah. Still chopping up and down. Nvidia drops 100, it goes back up 100. So that's the market we're in right now. MU be ripping. Like Datadog, right? I was up 300% on my Datadog puts. I sold them at open. It ripped all day, and then it went up $5 today. So that's what I mean. You gotta secure that profit midweek. BA, oof. I don't know if y'all hit BA puts this week, but it went down. I think every day. Gap down, gap down, gap down, gap down. Bad news and bearish. Let's see what we get tomorrow. Morgan Stanley. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why weren't we in Morgan Stanley puts when that news came out? I'm never catching news like that.
I mean, that chart was sideways still. So unless we was in a swing for it, there was no way losing off this strap.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You look up, you see 1,500%. You're in a JP Morgan straddle?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to affect the futures a lot. I'll be up to see. I don't know if they're important like that anymore, the bank earnings.
Oh, it's up at the hours.
It says $2, I think. Damn, Apple went up $8. That's wild, bro. 91 versus 60. That's crazy. Google, I don't know if y'all trade Google or have it on your watch list, but that's at an all-time high. Very, very bullish. Microsoft is at an all-time high. So, you can't get too bearish on this market yet. A lot of people have been fighting it. I'm quick with my puts. I'm in and out. I'm not swinging puts for 3 days on no tech stock. Like, doesn't work yet. Tesla was good for a few months, but it's trying to bottom out. Anybody got any questions about anything I've called this week? I'm swinging Snowflake calls. I'm swinging Tesla calls. Celsius puts. Those hit 50% before close. That's what I'm in for tomorrow. See what we get.
I have a quick question. Okay, so the last 1 hour of the Tesla candle formed a shooter. So how do you see that? Because in the last 10 minutes, they started bringing down for at least $1.
Yeah, so that's why I tell you guys, especially towards the end of the week, that's why I buy like with minutes left, because you could buy something right with 10 minutes left and it looks great, but if it drops $1, which is nothing, but if it drops $1, you're down 40%. So that's why I scan my setups all the way up until close, and I try to wait till last minute to basically get the best fill price. But if it's meant to go up tomorrow, it's meant to go up. Like Snowflake still looks bullish. Tesla looks good. Like, if you're down 20% before close, you can't sweat it. You want to get in these things for a reason and just trust it. I took emotions out of it. So, I'm not guessing. I really love Snowflake's chart. Like, I think it's going to rip tomorrow. So, they dropped it a little bit. I wrote that too in my statement. I said, hey, if you buy now, we could pull back a little bit before close. So you just got to know what's possible. Recently, I've been averaging in. So say I wanted to buy 10 snow contracts. I would have bought 2 when I first posted it. And if it dropped a little bit more, I would just buy 2, 2, 2 all the way up until close. Because if I put my full position at 330, I'm going to be clapped by the time it's 4, So slowly build your position, average in. That's kind of how I've been doing things. It's kind of smarter, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
But the daily candle of Tesla looks very bullish. It formed a hammer, so and with increasing volume. So
Yeah,
let's.
that's my point. Like it's a good setup. It's a setup we take. Yeah, they dropped it $1 before it closed, but I mean the market was up so much, so that's just what happens. It's mechanical. I still like it for the next day. So just try to buy as late as possible so you can get a better price.
So this week I was watching Chewy, and as expected, it was breaking out. I just shared the thoughts and thought maybe you can have an opinion on that and let us know.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when you posted Chewy because I actually saw Chewy on the news today, and I actually looked at the chart for the first time in a while. I believe I was gonna message Lee, DM him. Chewy is trying to bottom out too. That's something I would definitely watch to the upside, not the downside anymore. All they need is some good news. Like if they get a little bit of good news, it could go to 25 fast. So yeah, I was looking at it. It's not something I would personally get in for a swing, but I know you've traded it a few times, so watch for
Yeah,
that
so last
flow.
Friday I was I went in heavily, assuming Monday morning I should get some profit, but Monday was an inside day, so I had to take with like some loss. But from Tuesday it started shooting up. So but okay, it was a learning for me. So that's what I thought.
Yeah, everything's a learning lesson. Like, all right, today XLE, right? A lot of times when technology is bullish and like oil dropped with volume like it did in the morning, most of the time when I call those puts, it takes another leg down, but it didn't. And when I posted the chart, it was close to a daily breakdown, but it was kind of like a false one, and they popped it back up. It could have easily dropped, very easily. I got in for a reason. But it popped up at that daily support. Uber was sitting right there too. Uber could have easily fell off, but Uber popped up off that support. So that's the market wherein things look like they're about to fall off, and then they pop back up. So we just gotta be careful. Buying puts at the bottom. Bottom as far as daily chart goes. Stick with the trend. Don't buy puts on Amazon at 180 because it's too high. Because it goes to 182, 185. Like it's bullish. Google goes up every day. So I just try to stick with the trend. I try not to fight it. When I do fight it, is when I'm usually wrong. Other than that, we do pretty good. So yeah, man.
I agree. And my favorite stock, Marvel, today actually filled the gap in the bottom. So I didn't watch it, but when I looked at the chart after market, so it actually filled the gap. I mean the bear gap. So I didn't watch it. Maybe I would have called it if I would have watched it.
You said Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel. Now the gap is filled up and down. Everything is complete. Now it's in a consolidated zone. Hopefully, I see calls flowing in. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's watch. Let's keep an eye on it.
Yeah, that's one thing about the market. Like, there's some stocks and some sectors that are just good to trade. Like, chip stocks are just good to trade. They're like the top three sectors, in my opinion, because they always move with volume. Like, they're either going up or down. Nvidia, remember we were on Voice the other morning and it was at support and it did rip up fast. You probably didn't even make a lot on your put, but it was a double bottom at 836. That's where you buy Nvidia if you want to buy the dip. And bulls, they bought at 836. Now it's at 905, 910 in 2 days. So just knowing the fact that it was at support, you don't short Nvidia there. You buy it, and you makes tons of money. Like if you flip long, I'm not pointing you out or anything, but I could have did it anybody. But it's crazy how the technicals work. Shit's wild. You buy a 900 call at 840, it would have been like $100. They're probably worth like 1,000 now. It's a flip. That's the type of stuff
Yeah, it
I'm trying
happened
to do.
actually today. So I wanted to go into that call. The price was 183. I mean $183, and right now it closed to 980. I was stopped because I was in hospital. I couldn't able to focus.
Yeah. Nvidia was one of the leaders today, along with Apple. So you guys know me. I'm always looking at the most important stocks because they paint the picture for you. So if you would have looked at Nvidia, you would have been like, "Wow, it's a continuation off the 836 support. It broke out, and Apple broke out. The Qs were not going to stop. That's why the Qs were going stupid. Like there was a certain point. I was at the gym, but the candles were going up by like 20 cents every 5 seconds. I'm sure y'all been inspired Q like that before. Those contracts are flying. So if you're able to get in those squeezes like that, like don't be scared. Just hop in, buy a couple contracts. You'll make some money. Like, it's a really big move, and I didn't like really alert it. My fault. I was out at the gym, but if we were at home, or if I was at home, or we were on voice, we would have killed that shit. But hopefully, we're moving good tomorrow. I can hop on. Last Friday was pretty good. We hit a nice 5 day trade, some puts, dropped like $2. So, see what we get. I feel like it's nonstop, but earnings season is coming back. It always starts with the banks, so we got the big banks tomorrow. Then we'll start getting Netflix and all the big dogs, Amazon and Google. And the cool thing about it is they're gonna have earnings at all-time highs. So what if Amazon's earnings are fucking amazing, and Amazon goes to 200? Oof, ooh, that shit's wild.
When they report.
2 3 weeks.
Oh, April 25th.
Yep, the big dogs. The IV is about to get popping. So if you want to swing, start buying them when they're cheap. This is a good time to buy a monthly and just swing it. That earnings run up. Contracts are gonna be expensive. I used to like playing Amazon earnings, but I stopped.
And they gapped up last time too, 12%.
Yeah, they boomed. They've been having bullish earnings. That's why they are where they are.
Yeah, all the earners. And yeah, last three.
4 for 4 coming up.
Keep them on my radar.
Jeff Bezos been buying like $50 million mansions in Miami every week, making money.
You know what we should have swung? Go look at gold.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it because I've been bullish on gold for years, and I only played calls on it, and then I totally missed this run, and I kind of got emotional because I played puts that one day. But yeah, the chart self-explanatory. The contracts go 100% every day, and every other day they go 300%. Like disappointing. That's a monster breakout, like epic, epic. And like that's what I'm talking about when I say just hop in the trend or don't fight. Because what's it called? Inertia, like the path of least resistance, like is up. It's to the upside. Something in motion is gonna stay in motion. Somebody help me. I know y'all know. Andy, what am I? What's in motion is gonna stay in motion? Let's see if there's any news. Man. Yo, that 1,000% on QQQ from Excel was fire. Those contracts were like $30. Oof. I love when my trades pop up on the news. Let's see if it's good luck. I'll let y'all know tomorrow. Don't want to jinx it.
What just popped up?
I don't want to jinx it. It's just the part of something we're in. Lee. You see what Lee just said? She was just talking about Abby.
Oh, yep. They're fighting on
Y'all
a
both
date.
like, you might as well take it.
I was. I don't see a bear flag on the daily though. Hold on, let me see. That doesn't work. Consolidating on a daily. If it breaks for puts though, it's gonna pay. CVS. Oh my goodness. Go look at CVS
Yes,
chart.
bruh.
Last 3 days.
I looked at them yesterday and today. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Oh my god, bro.
I'm gonna just start calling. I
Bruh,
saw this. I'm gonna start calling these as lotto swings. Y'all just size appropriately, cause damn, we missed a bag on CVS. I saw that too, and
I mean, that's not even a lotto though. That's a normal play. Like, you know, if you like
yeah,
it, they're cheap. If fuck that, these contracts are like $30. Like, if it's a good setup, you gotta risk 4 or 5 contracts because um they've had bad news. That sector, as you see, UNH going down every day and CVS going down every day. There's some type of legislation, whatever, going on that's gonna affect them negatively. So, you know, that's a news play, basically. Look how cheap these puts are. They were 18 cents. I love some cheap contracts. It's crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Like, if I would have gotten Intel, I would have got clapped yesterday. Intel had a bad day, but I'm glad I told you I wasn't getting in. I don't know. Feel like I missed it, so I didn't want to get in. They wound up dumping. A lot of charts had hammers going into yesterday, but that's why the news is kind of more important. I bet you a lot of people swung calls and got hurt on the gap down.
true. I didn't even think about that. I just knew we had data, so I didn't want to swing nothing on the ETFs.
hmm You know, I usually don't do that, like getting so many plays before a report, but I had a good feeling. Whenever I feel good about something, I just do it. Like, and then they be getting news, like Roblox and Baba.
Do you trade Foot Locker? I don't think you do. But look at this daily setup. It formed a double bottom basically.
Which time frame?
Daily.
Yeah. If I was bullish on Foot Locker, I would buy here and just put a stop loss below 22, which is only $1 away. I don't know anything about them.
You put some swings on Foot Locker.
24 call for next week.
I'm gonna check the OI. See what it's sitting
Like,
on.
it had a nice
Damn.
close.
Ooh. 5,000 on the 25?
For the 19th.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
it's not.
Let me see. I mean, shit is cheap.
How much
I mean,
is it?
it's cheap. It's only 13 cents.
For next week? Damn, that is cheap.
But it is 7% away. It did 2% today. I mean, as long as you catch $1. That might be a little good play if it holds strong all day tomorrow. You can get a position if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll, do like a lotto swing on it. See how this hammer plays out on it. But just to be safe, I'll probably do the 24s for next week.
For next week.
Mm-hmm. They're 30, 40 cents.
Yeah.
Still cheap.
More realistic.
Yeah. That's
Was
good.
when nothing. I don't know if y'all looked at Coinbase today, but I think it had some news, but that shit squeezed. Like, had a really bullish day. That's another one you gotta sell your puts on quick. It'll have that one down 8 day, then boom, it's off to the races. Gotta be careful with Coinbase.
Check out CrowdStrike's daily. That shit looks super
Oh, wait a
bullish.
minute. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it looks really good for tomorrow. It's on to watch.
Above today's hammer. Yeah, you can take it all the way up to that, to 324.
When crowd runs in the morning, it'll just go up like $5 to $8 within like an hour. Like, so if you can catch a nice day on crowd, that should be moving.
I live on that. Do it above 318 to be safe.
I mean, it's funny you say that because I liked Pan W 2 days ago. Pan W's been trying to go up, work his way back up. So if Cyber does run, Pan W can go too with crowd. Pan W's been on a nice little streak, kind of testing this weekly high. It can break it. It could go to 290 tomorrow. Walmart.
Walmart got smoked today, didn't it? Yeah.
Walmart tank today. Dollar Tree had a really strong day. I was gonna swing calls off that big bullish engulfing candle, and it was kind of like a double bottom. I didn't, but anyway, it was a really nice setup. We got the pot today.
Hey, I like partner and gamble to the downside.
You like me? You cut it in and out.
My bad. I like partner and gamble below 154, 50.
That looks good.
But Abbeville, my favorite setup though. I ain't know you even talked about it real like Abbeville got the exact same setup that UNH had on the daily. So if it tank and they really been taking healthcare like crazy, like I like Abbeville. And Abbeville's so cool. I had already spotted the one. I like next week contracts just to be on the safe side. I like the. I think about the 190 for next week. I'm not the 190. I'm sorry. The one. Yeah, we can grab the 162 and a half. Put they only 0.87. But if it don't gap down, but that gives us the next week to do it too. So I like Abbeville.
I'm looking at PG puts for next week.
See anything with the OI?
There's thousands in there, like at the money 1-2 down.
Ooh, Fo is bearish for next week for 419. The 150 strike. Is that what you see the flow at? Or the OI?
Yeah.
150 and 145. Oh, they did sweeps on this.
I'm gonna post a weekly chart.
For Procter and Gamble.
Yeah, so this is the way I see it. So PG made an all-time high, and now it's pulling back to the breakout retest. So it could bounce here, but if it doesn't, the trend is definitely bearish, and I think it's gonna tank. So I would definitely watch it below here. 154 breakout retest. If they hold, if not, boom. To the bottom. Hey, let's look at steel.
X, and I mean, I think I had a green day today, but it didn't do much. Oh no, I had a red day today.
What ticker?
He said still. So you looking at X?
I still think Newport's at the top. Let's look at it tomorrow for a swing.
You ever traded Frog? FROG? It's a tech company.
J-Frog?
Yeah, J-Frog, uh-huh.
I used to buy shares and shit, but let me see. I never
It's still on
traded
the
out.
verge of breaking down.
Oh yeah, this shit's gonna come back down to 35.
Would you like it below?
I would, if I was bearish on it, I would just get in. If it's a swing trade, I think it's gonna be lower in 3 days. I'll just get in.
I like it below 40. Tomorrow.
Man, someone asked me about a ticker last week, and it was so bearish. I can't remember the name of that ticker. I just wanted to see if it played out the way I thought it was gonna play out. I can't remember what that ticker was.
Yeah, I like J-Frog below 40. I like that.
How the spreads are, bro? The spreads look decent.
Normal spreads. Let me check that.
I'm looking.
Yeah, they normal spreads. Got like 5 cents in between them.
Oh, it's one of these stocks. Wow.
Is one? Oh, they only got monthlies though.
Well,
This ain't monthly. Well, yeah, they only got monthlies.
the 35 put is only a penny. Like, it's one of those stocks where 3 strikes out the money is a penny.
What does that mean?
Like, if you look at AMD, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, you could slide for so long until you see a penny contract. This one is only 3 away. Like,
Does that mean you shouldn't trade it?
Well, when I say that, my brain thinks like, damn, if we bought the 35s and called a day, it dropped $2 or $3, we'd make like 1,000%.
Okay.
That's my mind frame about it. Like you could hit big if you bought those and you call it the move. But you can do some fun shit.
$35 strike for 21 June has 5,000 OI.
June 21st.
Yeah. But then this is tricky. But then the 45 call has 7,000 OI.
Yeah, they be playing both sides. It's up
That's crazy.
100% this year.
What does this company do? Do you know? Let's see.
End-to-end hybrid universal development operations platform that powers and controls the software supply chain. Basically, like they help you like hold your data and stuff. Like they're one of those people. They're just all part of. They're a little guy in the big game. But their
Okay.
earnings have been good though. I'm looking at the chart on Robinhood. They've beat their earnings every time in the past like 6 times. So I'm assuming that's how the chart is up.
I played them last earnings. Yeah, 600%.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
You said something?
No, this is before I was doing the straddles.
No.
So I just took them on. But that thing
Man, we
probably
gotta
on
stop
dump
there
this
watching.
earnings. What'd you say, Lee?
No, I was saying we gotta start back watching gold. Like gold rips every day, every freaking day. And I was gonna swing gold, but I didn't like the way it sold off yesterday. And it freaking ripped today.
We all missed it, man. That could have been a nice turning 500 into 7K in a week. Like, we need a hit ASAP.
BNTX got a super bear set up. I want to check that out.
BNTX, BNTX.
Oh, that's a biotech, right?
Bye.
Yeah, biotech.
I never traded them before.
We used to kill him back in the COVID days. Back when it was like at 300. That shit's at $80.
Jeez.
R.I.P.
Trash.
Yeah, it could go back down to like 85.20 if this bullish candle goes in force tomorrow.
Oh my god, bro. Wow. So, you know how I said we should have gotten Moderna puts? I'm kind of just now looking at the weekly chart and like, look where it hit. Like, it's so funny how this shit works. I'm gonna post it in the chat. That's wild. Okay, Moderna's having a good day. It's up $12, but it's at resistance. I'm gonna buy a put right here. See what happens. Boom.
When the hell was it up $12?
When Moderna was up $10 or $11 2 days ago, and that's when it hit 116. So like, you buy puts at the top. You keep it simple. It's that resistance. I'm gonna buy a put. That's how I used to trade. I didn't really know how to recharge. It was like, oh, time for a put. 2 days, it dropped what, like $9. Rejects.
You ever trade SPR? Spirit Air Systems?
No.
Okay, I've traded it before. It does move well. It's got a nice hammer on the daily. So something to watch it tomorrow. I didn't swing nothing on it because I was like in Celsius.
You see the monthly chart?
Let me check.
It's an inverse head and shoulders. It's a double bottom and it's an inverse head and shoulders.
It's about to break out on the monthly too. Above 36, 35.
I would watch this all the way into the summer for like the next few months. Keep it on your watch list to the upside, you know.
Yeah, something like about 36, 35. So watch it. It falls. SPR. That's gonna be a monthly breakout. Ooh, that'll pay. It can go to 38.55.
Wait, I didn't set my level for cross strike. What was it?
Let's see. 318.
Yeah, it's gonna be above there most likely tomorrow morning. It can go to 325. So that's my price target. We're gonna flip some cross strike calls tomorrow.
Hmm?
We're gonna flip some cross strike calls.
I'll try. The cruise lines and stuff. See what they've been doing. Cruise lines, nice inside candle on Norwegian. So we can play inside break on that. 1870. 1871. Let me take calls.
Camera.
Yeah, I like that. Let me check the favorites on it.
Cruise lines on a Friday. All you need to do is catch like 13 cents.
Let me check.
Man, earnings season. Contract's about to be mad expensive.
I honestly don't know what to expect this earnings season.
I think it's gonna be good. I think Amazon's is gonna be great. They had a great December. I think Meta's is gonna be amazing. They'll probably go to 700. I don't even know where they are. 500, $30. Like Netflix is probably gonna be great because they cracked down on password. That might go back to all-time highs. That's why the queues can keep going up. SPY can keep going up. Like you gotta hold your shares. Don't sell. I'm the only person that's telling you that except for Warren Buffett. Where the queues at?
Norwegian look real good for tomorrow.
500 before end of year. That would be crazy.
I would be surprised.
Whatever happened to that one stock? It was like a material stock, I think, or like something like that, and you got it in a swing for like a month. I forget what it was.
I called it.
I don't think you really called it, but like we were on Voice talking about it one day. Like not a material stock, not steel. Like might have been like gas or some shit. I forget. I don't remember the name.
What about it though?
No, I was gonna ask you if you were still in because I think you were swinging it like for a couple weeks type of thing.
I did get in NVEI, the payment stock. That shit went up 1,500%, but I couldn't get out the contract.
I'd be tight. Imagine actually catching news one day and you're up like 20,000% and they don't let you sell. I would quit. Like
I couldn't get out the contract, bro.
nah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, luckily it wasn't a big position.
Was it a glitch or like why couldn't you sell? I mean,
I just don't think there were any. The volume wasn't. I think it was legit zero, so there was no one for me to sell it to.
bruh, listen to this. It was like my first 2 months trading, and I used to buy like $10,000 Amazon contracts, like 15, 20 strikes in the money. Like I was an idiot, but I was buying the ones with no volume. So one day I was up and I was panicking. I'm like, oh shit, like what does this mean? Am I the only one in here by myself? I'm like, can I even sell? I was panicking, asking people online, but you gotta know that stuff. I was buying fucking fat Amazon contracts. I was the only one in them. Like, what the hell?
Damn.
Get stuck in my play, can't get out. That's why we got to be careful what we call. I'm always looking at open interest because if something only has 70 and then we all buy up all the open interest, then we won't be able to sell to each other. So
Right.
you want liquid contracts. And I just want to let you know that you called the weed rally, and I don't know if you got in, but I didn't, and that was a great bull run. Remember, you messaged me like 2.5 weeks ago about them CGC and shit.
Yeah, I got in I got in, but the day I got in, it pulled back, and then
And it went up 15% the next day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good call. Like, me and Rogue be DMing about a lot of plays, and Lee, we can't get in everything, but we be finding some really good shit. If you saw that weed breakout, I don't know if y'all been looking at the weed stocks, like CBC and shit. Crazy, boy. Crazy. Can't miss it next time.
Damn, RCL got a nice bullish setup too. The cruise lines, I'm watching those since tomorrow. Let me check the pivots on this. RCL above 134. What was this candle? What was it? 133.78. Yeah, it's above 134.
You could buy 100 contracts on a Friday on CCL.
How many?
CCL contracts tomorrow will be like $5. How much is
yeah.
500?
How much is what?
100 times 5, yeah, 500. You could buy 100 contracts with $500 if you caught like 20 cents. Oof. I don't know if y'all ever bought 100 contracts before or like 150, but it's crazy watching it happen. Like, you could be up $200 in a millisecond. Wow. Up or down. That's I mean, money, you got to size up. Once you start getting 10 contracts, 15 contracts, you don't need to move.
Ooh, Verizon below. I don't know if you trade Verizon. I traded them before. It was pretty nice, but below yesterday's low, 39.96. I like that. Let me check pivots.
I used to trade them in AT&T a lot.
Them and who?
Them in AT&T.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. There's just something about small company contracts that they just be booming so much. Like Coca-Cola, you buy a contract for 4 cents, it can go to 7 cents so easy, 8 cents, and you're already up 100%. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Damn, look at Verizon on the weekly. Oh yeah, that's a weekly breakdown.
Look at who?
Verizon, VZ on the weekly.
That's a double top. Ooh, the last few days. Oh my god. Wow. Hey man, you see, like we're looking at it now, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's why, like the double tops, that's just where you buy. So this is reminding me of Moderna. Like if you start trading like that, I bet you'll make more money more times than not. Just put like 2 weeks on it. So Apple, if you bought the double bottom on Apple, like within the last 3 days at support, you would have made a ton of money. Moderna puts at resistance money. Verizon puts at resistance. Keep it simple.
Oh my god, the contracts, the puts for next week are like 11,000. The 40 has 12,000 OI on it. And it's only 36 cents. It's gonna be a swing candidate right here. Why are they trying to dump Verizon though?
AT&T had bad news. I think the other day they're always getting breached or some shit like that. Like,
Damn, they got puts above the ask for the 41 strike. Oh, that's for this week. A lot of this flow is for end of this month and May. Let me post this. Likely gonna answer a Verizon swing trade.
a couple people missed out on the last group session. A few people already signed up, but if y'all want to hop on Monday, let me know.
What's next week? The 19th?
Have you looked at the gold futures?
The futures or tickers? What'd you say? Hmm?
They're up over 1%. Silver's up. Something's going on. It's not normal.
Oh, there was some news for Verizon for the telecommunications sector. The FCC has now mandated internet service providers to display nutrition labels for their broadband plans. No more hidden internet fees. That's good for us. I guess bad for business for them.
What are the hidden fees? I wonder how much they be charging.
I don't know. I do remember looking at my phone bill one day, and it was like one of the fees. I just didn't understand what that had to do with me calling somebody. So,
Yo, it's crazy. Like when you're a business and you have so many customers and you can charge a little fee per every transaction, you make so much money for free. Like
yep.
there's something
Yep.
today somebody posted. They got charged the fee because they used cash or some shit like that.
Wow.
Like the world is going crazy. We're gonna get taxed on everything. I'm personally, I want to get rich and just go live in a different country. But
Same.
there's gonna be no more middle class. You either got money or you're gonna be living paycheck to paycheck. It's just gonna be wild.
Yeah, it says this could tech companies like AT&T, Verizon, and Charter. You ever traded Charter?
Nah. How much are they? Aren't they expensive?
Charter is $266. This shit is, whoa, my goodness. This shit done tanked. It ain't been here since 2018.
Those stocks are garbage. Those are from back in the day, 15, 20 years ago.
Damn, this shit hit a high of $820.
Have you been looking at Paramount?
Yeah, I have. That's Paramount's on my watch list. This shit dumped for earnings. Oh, man.
I should have said something about Sava in the chat, man.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't an easy hold, though, because those contracts did go down like 50%. But I held because, Hero Zero Lotto. So I sized up early.
50% is nothing. It really isn't. I was down 50% on XLE. I was actually down maybe 60% on Monday, and the contracts did a 200% reversal in like 2 hours.
Like VZ for puts on y'all. The 40 puts for next week. Let me check the strikes further out. And those
That's
hit.
the only thing I like about Robinhood. Like right now, you can add all of these to your watch list, and you can just see how they move tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. 42 called at 30,000 open interest for next week. Damn.
When you do your straddles, are you doing an equal amount on both sides as far as equity is concerned?
Yeah, for the most part, I do. If I say like I'm bearish or I'm bullish, then I'll put a little bit more on that side. But if I don't say that, then I put equal amounts on both sides.
So basically, your CarMax calls were down 90%, and then at open, your puts were up like basically almost 200% and ran to over 300.
So at open, the CarMax calls were down like 98%, but the puts weren't up over 100% quite yet at open because they've tried to shake us out. But I held, for the straddle, you gotta let it ride out to make money. So I held until the straddle was profitable, and then once I saw it was still bearish, I just let it ride out.
Yeah, it had a nice jump after open.
Yeah, the contracts kind of sucked. That first candle though, like I was only up like 60%. So, well, once it rejected the EMAs, it paid.
So
$100.
you've been calling straddles for like 2-3 weeks now. Would you say that it wins more than 50% of the time?
When you say win, do you mean like you get at least 100%? Then yes.
No, just is the straddle profitable more than 50% of the time?
Yeah, it is. It is.
60%? 70%? You see,
Mm,
the ones you've been calling have been working for the most part.
I'd say 60%. I gotta figure out if I need to enter them like that morning of, or closer to in the day. Because sometimes like stuff will run up. Like JPM, if I would enter that this morning, those calls ran up. Yeah.
So I would tell you to get in the morning of, because both of them might finish up 30-40%. Because the IV, even if it's going the wrong way, you'll make money on the right way, and the other way sometimes still makes money because of IV. So you could take some profits off the table, and like you said, you could be up 100% on your call side by a close. Then you could take some profits off the table. So before and catch the IV pop,
Okay.
make money.
Okay. Yeah, that's something to consider. Okay.
Yeah,
And if I would have entered CarMax one day earlier, oh my God, them puts would have printed hard. Because Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, it dropped. And then obviously it dropped again this morning. That's another thing I was considering too, like entering, because the lady that I learned the straddles from, for the most part, she straddles them into the next week, and she just rides it all the way out for the following week. But she'll enter at the beginning of the week that she's currently in, and she'll enter them for next week. So, something I consider.
The earnings hack.
Right. I was in this other group that I'm trying to, recruit some people from. Well, I'm still in it, but I posted the CarMax earnings, and then one of the group admin was like, "Oh damn, I missed CarMax," and I was like, "Well, it was an earnings swing," and he was like, "You lucky to be hitting no earnings," and I was like, "No, you just straddle both sides."
You lucky.
Yeah. I was like, I do strangles for ER. He was like, well, until it's priced in, and then you lose both ways. And I was like, no, the move is always priced in, and you only lose if it doesn't make the move. So that's why the straddle works, because you covering both sides, and you only get clapped if there are cases where obviously it doesn't make the move either way. But as long as you make the move, you got a 50-50 chance of making money. So,
Hey, tomorrow, SMCI is forming a hammer on the weekly chart, and it bounced off a moving average, and then it went 2 up today. Watch SMCI above 942 tomorrow. If it breaks 942, it should go to 962. That's $20. And then if it breaks 962, it'll go to 982. If it breaks 982, it's going to 1,000. But yeah, watch SMCI tomorrow. It can run to 962 really fast. You buy the 1,000 call, $20.
okay.
I'll look at it again in the morning, but that looks like a nice little setup.
It's to be above today's highs. Do you like it? Yeah, I like that.
I'm looking for Snow to go to 162 tomorrow. I want Tesla to go to 178. It's only $4. If we look at SMCI, we might as well look at Nvidia too.
True.
Oh my god, this chart is so nice, bro. I have the same line when we was talking about it Tuesday morning. 834 bounce. Breakout today above 873. Oh my god. Wow. If Nvidia is bullish, it's gonna go to 925 easy tomorrow. If it breaks that, it's gonna fly. I was watching Nvidia to the top side tomorrow for 925 first PT, then like 930. If it breaks 930, it's going to 945. I just like to get prepared. If we're bullish, we're bullish. We can hop in. You just gotta know what's possible. Fat hammer on the weekly chart. Oof.
Yeah.
It's nice, man. The 930 calls are $1.50. We could get those for like $1 tomorrow.
We should be bullish tomorrow.
Oh, she said Chevy was bullish. I'm like, Chevy? What the hell?
He ain't got no ticker. It's GM, right?
Yeah. Yo, gold is bull flagging after hours. That's crazy.
You know what I wanted to swing calls on?
Who?
And a very nice hammer, Roku.
Did it ever break that low we was talking about, or it kept holding it? Ooh, it had a false breakdown, right? Yeah, the 58. You see that false breakdown below that base?
Yeah, I see it.
At the quarter? Imagine buying puts at 58. You would have been pissed. Oh my god. Don't get in too late.
Can you explain the false breakdown on maybe an example chart?
Yeah, I got you. This is just like a really quick example, but like we were looking at Roku before the last 6 candles all the way to your right, so like a week ago, and we just saw how it was basing on 63. And then last week it broke 63 and broke that big support level and went down to 58. So everybody that was looking at it was like, oh my God, it's falling out, it's breaking down. They probably got real bearish right there. And it was like a false breakdown and they brought it back up to 63. So, you know, just looking at Roku, your put trigger would have been 63. When it broke 63, you got a fat red day from 63 to 60. If you swung puts, you took it from 60 to 58. But after 5 red days, 6 red days, you're still buying puts. You're probably too late. And if you got in too late, it reversed and had a false breakdown. So sometimes when I look at patterns on a daily chart, if it's already red for 3 to 5 days, in my head, I'm like, I missed it, on to the next. I like to buy puts towards the highs, like Moderna at 115, you know, stuff like that, because the risk reward is better, or kind of right in the middle of the breakdown. So, you know, be careful buying when something happened already. Did Nike do it? Nike.
You reverse. When I was looking at it, it had like a bearish doji, but I think it closed green.
Nike has a. You and me were talking about that yesterday.
It has a what?
You and me were talking about Nike yesterday.
Oh yeah.
The double bottom, and then it wound up going up today. So that's another example of a double bottom or a double top. It'd be working. You can't think about it. You just gotta buy.
You know what? Since CarMax dropped, I'm definitely gonna trade Carvana for its earnings. It's the same sector, same business. Oh, it's not until May though. Oh damn! May's only 20 days away. What am I talking about? It's not until May. May 1st is when they report. Wednesday night.
What's Carvana been doing?
The next week 80 put has 6,800 OI.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if this month triggered down. I mean, it's still inside, but if it comes down to 74 and breaks 74, because you could see some nice downside for sure. I mean, Carvana's up, what, 6, 7, 800% in a year?
That's I'm probably gonna swing some Carvana 80 puts too. How much are they? Oh, these are $2.98. All right, that's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. No one else said anything else for me.
Yeah, nice little quick session. We went over a bunch. Hopefully we get some volume tomorrow. I mean, we see a lot of upside plays, crowd, NVIDIA, SMCI. So, and I'm already in calls. Hopefully tomorrow's bullish. But I'll holler at y'all later.
Yep.
Thanks for
y'all.
joining.